Shabbat Shalom to all my friends in SW3 and beyond. This week's final double Sidra, Behar Bechukotai, ends the book of Vayikra, the book of Leviticus, and as of next week, just before Shavuos, we start always the book of Numbers, go into Shavuos, and then deep into the book of Numbers. At the end of this week's Sidra, Bechukotai, there is a 30+ tirade sentences of God rebuking us if we don't follow his ways. But it never says if you sin. It never says if you transgress. It says if you listen to me, you'll have rain in its time, and therefore sustenance, and therefore you'll be able to eat, and you live a regular life. If you go in my ways, my commandments and my statutes and my laws. But if you don't, and then starts the tirade, the reader of the Torah reads it in a lower tone, because it's a lot of very harsh stuff. But the way the sentence describes the word sinning is not through sinning. It says, and if you go bekeri is the Hebrew word, which means as a matter of happening, as a matter of it just happened. If you go like that, it happened to be that you don't go in my way. It just happens to be. That is the strongest way of explaining sinning. You just happened not to go in my way. You happened to do this. What's that all about? The Abarbanel says that comes from exactly what happened when Amalek grabbed us from behind, killing young children, women and the old people as we left Egypt. It says Asher Korcha Baderech, who happened to meet you on the way. Amalek is 900 kilometers away from Egypt. Nothing happened. They knew what they were doing. Says the Abarbanel, and this lesson is so poignant for nowadays. There's no such thing as just happened. I just happened not to decide to go to sinning. I just happened not to decide to go in God's way today. That never happens. If God says you're just going to do this because you happen not to, that's the worst thing. Our commitment needs to be full on. It has to be that we're doing this, whatever God's asking, be it the statutes that we don't understand or the laws that make perfect sense, needs to be something that we know we're doing. And if we don't do it, we know we're not doing it. Not we just happened. God says, just happened, then my wrath goes on you. Harsh words, but a very important message. Especially nowadays, we need to be full on. The enemies are full on to us in every way possible, using every possible platform. We have to be full on with God for him to be full on with us. Good Shabbos.